Hello, everybody. This is Global Warming Skeptic with yet another video for today. I've been back and forth in making this kind of video for a while, but I just have to come out with it now because ReviewTechUSA, somebody I'm subscribed to, has such a video. So here it goes. It's the whole fat shaming thing. And let me come out and say that this is coming from a 318-pound morbidly obese person. So let me just come out with that. It's just too bad that you guys don't get to see my man titties. But that's just too bad on you guys. But here's the point I want to make. You've had Nicole Arbor, now this guy, and then you've had the responses to Nicole Arbor, and you've had a lot of discussion on the fat shaming, fat people, and then what's the hashtag called that Nicole Arbor referenced, the whole, you know, whatever it is about being happy with who you are. And I just want to go through with this because there's truth to all sides of this. Now, first of all, I'm going to open this up. Make no mistake about it. People like Nicole Arbor and all the people who fat shame for attention to get views, they're talentless hacks on YouTube, and they don't deserve one bit of attention that they get. They make their money off of pure controversy. It's pretty much trolling for views, trolling for dollars. But there's a fundamental component to this that I just don't think gets discussed enough. And that is people are way, way, way too sensitive. And I know it's been said on the internet, but with regard to this, I don't think it's being said enough. If being called fat or being called any name will bring you to the point of suicide, to tears, where you're going to make response videos scream, like the whole Nicole Arbor thing. 2 weeks after she made that video, she was on The View. She was living at large, and that got her channel going. And I'll go on her channel and I'll see things like, I just came to dislike the video, or, Nicole Arbor, oh, who's this? And, insulting her. I don't think people understand this, but you are, on YouTube, you are paid for your retention and your view. You're not paid by how much somebody likes you, likes your video. No, Google is a business, and if the person draws views, it does not matter what's said. That person is going to go to the top of the list. So, all these response videos, this anger, this retaliation at the fat ship, it's helping them. And so, you know, I know it's not as easy as saying, don't let it get to you. Don't let it get to you. Block them out, ignore them, all this stuff. I know it's not that easy, but here's something I've learned throughout my life. When I was in my early to mid 20s, I was so ashamed of myself for how I looked and for my state of health. I used to be incredibly ashamed. And you can't learn, and this is a lesson for anybody. This isn't just for fat people. This could be for if you have any kind of eating disorder like bulimic, anorexic, you have any kind of physical disability, is you can't take yourself too seriously. Ultimately, you've got to learn to say what you are, and if somebody laughs at you, you laugh with them. And then if you get the chance to make fun of that person, you can follow up with that, and you just see how seriously they're going to take it. Because if you're engaging with a troll and you do this, you're always going to come out ahead. Because if what somebody says cannot get to you, then you are always going to come out ahead in life in terms of a verbal exchange. This is just something we have all got to do. I am a natural introvert. I have very heavy social anxiety, and I'm just an inward person, but I have learned that you've got to laugh at yourself. You got to learn if, you know, there's a joke about me where I'm always buying pizza rolls. I go on the Sam Cedar show. I've appeared on this show a couple times, but I participate in this chat a bunch, and that's the whole running joke with me. And so I joke along with them, like I just say, anytime I'm going to do something, I just tell them AFK going to get my pizza rolls. It's You gotta laugh at yourself, and you just got to learn to love who you are first and foremost, because this is the bottom line, especially about obesity. It's not a personal issue, it is a health issue. And like all health issues, it is between you and any medical staff that you're trusting in terms of how to address it, and if you want to address it, if you're ready to address it. Because you have to be doing it when you do decide to address it. And yes, it is a health problem, but you have to address it for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons. And the wrong reason to do it is to get people to love you, to get people to like you, to be accepted, to be noticed, to be loved, to be attractive. That's not, it's not going to help you, because if you lose weight and you become attractive, you are still going to have that same level of unhappiness. You're going to desire more attention. Maybe you didn't get attention from this person, so you're going to feel insecure. You leave yourself vulnerable if you're doing stuff for the wrong reasons. You've got to be doing it for your health. Like I said, it's a medical decision, and only a medical decision. Because it's like I said, and really it's, if you are happy within your own skin and you've got a decent set of social skills, you're going to find somebody that finds you attractive regardless. It's just going, humans just are naturally like that. It's not about, appearance helps with the initial part, but you have to, ultimately you have to be good in your own skin. And just all this suicide stuff, and I looked at the responses to Nicole Arbor, and there were people legitimately upset. And it's like I said, I understand fully it's not as easy as ignoring or tuning them out, because especially for people with different emotional makeups, see, I'm something called a white personality, and not the white the skin color, but there are color codes of personality. There's white, red, yellow, and blue. The whites are the introverts who seek inner peace. The blues seek morality and high standards. Reds seek power and are ambitious. And yellows are thoughtless, want to have a good time. And it's like, I come at this from a more logical and seeking inner peace standpoint, I understand people are going to have trouble dealing with it if you're a different kind of personality than I am. But I'm just saying, it's from my experience, that is ultimately what you got to do. You just have to let loose, learn to be upfront and honest. Don't even be secretive with people about it. Because you need to be, it's like I said, you need to be so proud that you will scream to the world what you are, and you will laugh at the world as they laugh at you. Because that's fine. Because if you could learn to laugh at yourself and laugh with them, you have made everybody's life better. And if you can reflect at them and make fun of something of theirs, then that could reveal a lot about them and perhaps make them understand that they are the ones that are insecure. These trolls. If you look at the people who do this kind of thing, it's, for example, let's take Nicole Arbor, and I really hate to keep mentioning her name, but she's the main reference on this, I guess, like it or not. But she disabled her comments, disabled her likes, and she's basically shut herself out from outside opinions. That demonstrates that she is lashing out because of her own insecurities. If you look at her relationship with Matthew Santoro, for example, that shows a heavy amount of insecurity. So, here's the bottom line. I guess I'm being ranty with this. I'm kind of repeating myself, but it bears repeating again. Learn to laugh at yourself. Don't, if you can help it, don't be so sensitive to what people say and think of you. It doesn't mean ignore them, it means to turn it into something positive. And it's like I said, for me, that's laughter. For you, it could be something different. You could smile at it, you could um, turn it around back at the person. But whatever you're doing, just make sure it's about positivity. And it's like I said, don't let anybody force you to change who you are. Do things for the right reason. Keep it between you and your doctor because it is a medical issue. And that is nobody's decision to make. Nobody, and this is where ReviewTechUSA is wrong because he says it's not okay. And I'm here to say it is okay. If you decide that you're going to be 200 pounds overweight for the rest of your life, that is fine because God's going to love you the same no matter what. And I don't mention God enough, but all of these fundamental values, they come from God. And without God, you are making things much, much more difficult on yourself to be able to deal with these issues. But with God in your heart, nothing can hurt you. Thanks for listening, guys. God bless. And like I said, just don't let it get to you, okay? Thanks for listening.